Hallo Leute, we're back for another irregular verb of the week, which this week is wollen, which means to want or also to want to. I will get into that after conjugating. So this is kind of a special case because it is actually not considered an irregular verb, but I still wanted to put it with the irregular verbs because, as you might have already noticed, it's not just the second person singular and the third person singular that are irregular, but also the first person singular. So you might want to argue that it is therefore regular, but blah blah blah. You cannot derive it from the original word the way that you do with regular verbs. So I wanted to put it here as well, so you get a complete set. So now that I've cleared that up, let's get to the forms themselves. So as I said, it's not just the second and third person singular that change, but all three singular forms. And we also can't apply the normal vowel changing rule because, as I said, it's not considered irregular. Just as weird as it is, take this as an irregularity for the irregularity. That's just how German works sometimes. Well, we have ich will, du willst, sie es will, wir wollen, ihr wollt, sie wollen. Now, a note on translating. As I said, it can mean both to want and to want to. It really doesn't matter in German because we don't use a preposition in between. So if you want to say, I want a cookie, so ich will einen Keks, you would use the verb the same way as when saying, I want to go outside. So ich will rausgehen. So when using it in combination with other verbs, so in an auxiliary way, you don't need to add a preposition like in English. You just use the verb as it is. So that's it for today. I hope I didn't scare you. There are a few other verbs that work like this, meaning that all singular forms are irregular, not just the second and third. But there aren't too many of those. And if it's any relief, the plural forms always are regular. I promise you that. So that's it. I'll see you next week. And yeah, have a nice weekend. Tschüss!